So what we're going to talk about today is I'm writing this book, and it's about my life. And I was about to finish it, but again, I just found out yesterday, my mother and father-in-law, my father-in-law passed away like 2 months ago, and he lives in Maine, and that was Donald Hell. And Fran Hell, she passed away, I believe, maybe, I'm guessing, oh God, she probably got sick maybe in the 2002, she probably, 2003, 2004, 2005. So maybe she about 2005 she started getting sick, and maybe 2008 she probably passed away. But Don, he was fighting for cancer, and then he passed away. I guess he was like 80 something years old. He lived his life. It was pretty cool. Anyways, back to the book. These people are part of my life. This is part of my book. My wife left me for a will, and these two people, my father and ex-mother-in-law, she never accepted me, I guess, and because the second time I flew out there in '94, I think, I flew out there in '94, '95, I flew out there, and that's the second time. First time, Allie my daughter was maybe like 2 months old when we went out there, and we flew back, and then she was like, I don't know, about a year old, maybe 2 years old, and we flew out there and got out of the airport, and we drove 2 hours from Portland to Booth Bay Harbor, Maine, and they live in this big house, rock and roll house, like this mansion, whatever. So we pull up in the garage, and the garage shut behind us, and I'm getting the suitcase out of the garage, or out of the car, and, Allie's in the little cart right here on the side of it, carrying Allie, and her mom and my wife and her mother was there, and her dad was there. And Fran just stopped and looked at me and said, "You know what? I don't like you. And you know what? You're just," what did she say? She goes, "I don't like you. I don't want you in our family. The best thing you ever gave me is my granddaughter. You're nobody. You're never going to be a part of this family. I'm never going to like you." And I just kind of froze with the luggage in the car, in the trunk. I just kind of froze. So I don't know what to do. I get in all this stuff. I just got off the plane. A lot of flight. So I've put my suitcase back into the trunk, and I froze like, well, okay, take me back to the airport. This is crazy. And I guess a person where I'm from, I guess, I married into the money, and she said I wasn't her blood, and I'm not her kin, and I don't deserve shit. And over the years, I just could not know where that came from. And it ended up finding out on this was my wife was married once before, and his name is Steve, like mine, but I'm the better looking guy. And he lived in Maine, right next door. Well, actually, she grew up with Sonia in school and stuff, and they got married, and they came out to California from Maine, and he was a fighter pilot, and he came out here. And after so many years being here, he wanted to be back home again to start a family out there, but my wife started school out here and being a teacher, and she did not want to go back. She started a career, and she stayed here. So many years later, and that was in 76, 77, she was out here. She's 12 years older than I am. I'm 52. And in 92, I met her. In 93, my daughter came, and 17 years with her, with my wife and my daughter. And my wife told me one thing: "Steve, you never have to work, you never have to do anything but stay home and raise our daughter, Allie." And I'm like, "What? I like to work. I'm young, da da da." She goes, "Well, I have enough money so you never have to work again. Just raise our daughter and we can live good. And that's what I did for good 17 years. But during that 17 years, I tried to start up something. A literate person like me, I tried to start up a tree business, and I had a tree business for like 16 years. It went all good. It was going really good. Wife was not into it. Family were taking all my stuff. Not, you just don't work for family. So, I tried to work for other people, and it was really, really hard work, and I didn't know what to do at that problem. But I started having a problem with my wife about she wanted a divorce because the only thing I did was smoke some pot back then. Whew, okay. And I was not good enough for her family, so I was outcast. And so her mom called her one day and said, you don't get rid of your husband Steve, I want to give the will to your stepbrother. And so she cut me that quick so she can have her will. I don't care about the money. I did care about the family. I did care about my wife. I did love my wife. I respect my wife, and I felt more wishes for you. I love my daughter a whole hell of a lot. She wasn't a part of my life until she was maybe like 11 years old. She's 24 right now, 23 right now, and she looks like she's a model. And God blessed her. She's a part of me, and I'm a part of her. And I know we got the same bloodline and same nose and same face almost, and she's a part of me, and I know she's honored just like I am, and I'm a winner, and I pat myself on the back to learn how to read and write, and got myself a career and a job, but I'm about to end my book right now, and then I find out these people died, and you know what, it's not because who could they die, no, it's because there was a big load on my shoulder, because if these people are alive, I'll probably never get to see my daughter. But they passed away. God bless them, and I pray for them. But today God will put my daughter in my life when I need my daughter in my life, because only God knows when I need somebody else in my life. But I waited many, many, many years to look for my daughter. I wrote letters and letters and stacks and stacks and stacks of letters. Every birthday, every Christmas, I wrote, but I don't think my daughter got those letters, but I do have them, but they're missing now. But I did a lot of things to be a father. I am a father, but I haven't seen my daughter in a long time. I guess I'm on a mission across the seas driving my own F-16 right now because I can't be home. I'm employed somewhere else. I'm not, I'm not here at home to see my family. So, I feel like I'm employed overseas somewhere, and that's what I'm doing. I'm helping people and giving them clothes and food away, and I drive my diesel and have a career, and I'm just trying to make life, man. And something I got with God back then when I got my wife, and we all dream for a wife, a picket fence, in a house, in our own career and our own jobs. We all wish that when we grow up, you know what I mean? I got that from my Jesus Christ, my Savior, but my wife was greedy with money, and I hate to say that, but now I got a chance today. I think my wife is 64 today, I believe. She's 64. And I'm 52 today right now. So that was my ex, and God bless her, whatever she's doing in her life. You know what I mean? I had a great run with her. I really still like her. She's really, really cool. But I know she aging a little bit like I am, and I don't have all the hair like I did. And my daughter got on Facebook one day and checked me out, and that's probably when Dawn died. And she had to just delete me again one more time because I thought I found my daughter, and I did. I wrote her a little letter and stuff, man. But it takes her to find me. You know what I mean? But I look and look and look. But once you block somebody, man, you can't really find that person no more. But I believe in God, and I believe in myself to do what I'm doing today. And so if God wants somebody in my life, God will bring that into my life. But let me tell you something. All those bitter people, I ask God to soften their heart over the years so they can understand what's really going on in life today. I'm not a bad person. I'm a great person. I'm a great person today, and I was a great person then. I just got shafted not by my wife, but by the courts, by the criminal case and my divorce case. I had two cases going out at the same time, and I had a probation officer in the middle. And I had my wife and her mom and dad and Ann and Bill McDaniel. Just all kinds of people had lots and lots of money to fight this poor guy. Somebody who don't have no money, don't have not 2 red cents to put together, but married into it. But when you started fighting me, they fought me with everything they freaking possible good, like they did to Donald Trump. But he won, and guess what? I won, and you know what? She had a 30-year pension I gave back to her, and in the courtroom, because I won my daughter alimony, pension, stay away money, and her, and everything. I won everything, half of the house and everything. I left the house where it is because I didn't want my daughter to get tripped and out. Everything's missing when she was younger. I left it like it is, and left. You know what I mean? I didn't want her to be like my dad. She has better. Well, it don't matter. But at the time, it's like it's like just trying to do something in life today where I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just trying to understand what's really going on, because like I said, I was looking for my daughter, and you know what I mean. I'm kind of messing up on that term, action too, but oh, it's probably my wife again, ex-wife. But like I said, bless her, man, and I bless what she's doing today, whatever she's doing, and right now I'm just trying to live Steve today, and I'm just trying to live the goals I wanted. I'd rather have my daughter in my life, and because I know she needs a father, and I'm her father, and she ain't gonna have no other father in the world except for me. I'm the only father my daughter Ellie's ever gonna have. And I understand that, and I think she does too. And I think she will, she tried to find me once, but I think, like I said, she delete me because her grandparent died, Don did. And, I just hope to God, like I said, I pray all these years to soften people's heart up, and let them come find me, because I did a lot of work to find them. So today I'm just trying to, I have nothing really, I just have me, and I have this long roll ahead of me. I drive a diesel for a living, an 18-wheeler. I drive frozen food, dry box, it's all dry with nothing but cereal, whatever, paper. I do frozen food, steak, milk, whatever, or flatbed heavy haul. I did it for almost 7 years, and you know what I mean, I didn't stop, you know what I mean. I learned how to read and write, and all I just wanted to do, just, be different from, and not be somebody left in society. I don't want to be like, Allie comes up one day when she's, 50 years old and looks at her dad like, well, Dad, you live on the streets, like Mom said, like, you're a bum, I want to make something in my life where my daughter can come home to something if she have a house. That was my goals all these life, to have a career, to have money and stuff, so my daughter can come home to something, to a house, and say, look how my dad doing really, really good. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry I don't have that house right now. Sorry I'm still living, because I have a big hole in my heart. I haven't, nobody haven't found me. You know me, I have a motor home, and I already gave that to Manny. I'm thinking about going back out, get out my diesel and split. Sorry, I got tears in my eyes, but fuck, But, fuck, what do you want me to do? Just, keep going through life and figure, something will catch up to me, I got on the fucking truck just because why? Excuse my language. I don't know if I can edit this out right now, but, I get on my truck, because, I have to, run from my problems. And I won all my problems, but still, what are you going to do with them when you did win them? And when you did let go, when you let go of, your house, your wife, your daughter, and give it to God and never take it back, and let God deal with it, you know what I mean? And soften all those people's hearts. And I just keep going with my God and my heart and what I'm supposed to be doing today, and going out there and, get in that truck and drive for hours and days and months and months and months, and be proud of what I'm doing, instead of out here slamming dope, drinking alcohol, and being everything else. I'm out here trying to do something good, When the people get a divorce, that's it, man. A lot of people go down, but I ain't going down. I'm going straight up in the air. But I'm going somewhere in life. I will have that beautiful house, and I want a Rolls Royce, man. I want to buy me a Rolls Royce, $600,000 Rolls Royce. That's what I want. I want a nice little house, or a nice house where I can be comfortable and say I work for it. I want to start multiple businesses. I want to start You know, a barbecue, pig barbecue, you know, on a diesel and travels around the world. And I want to different bunch of businesses. My brain's out there, so I'm not weak, and I got a lot of goals, and I'm going to finish these goals. And without God in my life, I can't do shit. So let's get back to the story of my book. My book is, I think I want to finish it after this. I'm going to shut down after this log video I'm doing right now. And when I get my book done, I will publish my book out there. And all my friends, like I said in my last video, all my friends read my book, and when they first read the first 3 pages, they just can't stop reading it. They just keep reading it. And it's a true story about a true guy and a society of an alcoholic family, or whatever you want to call it. And he has, you know, 5 brothers, and they all have to go through this cycle, you know. And most of them came out in prison. A lot of them died. You know, a lot of bad things to a lot of bad people. You know what I mean? A lot of good people too. You know, a lot of good people dying around me. A lot more family around me dying around me now today. I'm just tripping out how many people dying around me. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I'm alive, and I'm healthy, and I'm strong. And it's all that matters to me. And I'm a warrior. I'm a freaking warrior. So if I figure if I'm 70 years old, I want to be out here myself. You know what I mean? Screw all that. You know, I'm never going to slow down, especially on YouTube. You know? Yeah, I smoke, but I don't want to smoke in front of everybody. But you know, when I drink coffee, I don't want to drink coffee in front of everybody. But shit, you know, this is my life story, man. And guess where I'm going to go right now? I don't know. I've been sitting in Santa Barbara for about a year because, you know, I just needed some time out. And now I got my family, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my other brother, and my friends, and, you know, everybody loves me, man, and nobody knows me in this town. And it doesn't matter where I've been, no matter what town I've ever been in, no one knows me. They know they see my face, but they don't know nothing about me. But in this town, everybody knows me in this town, because all I do is give. You know what I mean? And I help people out, and I help myself out. And there's a lot of good things I do for myself, so I can help somebody else out. But I'm getting tired helping people out, man. You know, I want to help myself a little bit more. You know what I mean? I mean, even go to Wall Street and put 50 cents into a share or something. I don't know. I mean, but I'm getting down on my logs and my YouTube videos. That's all good. I'm liking that. I'm putting myself out there, but just like me, I look on videos today. You know, I was like, whoa, there's trillions of people out there. There's millions of people out there on video. And it's all good. It's all good. And nobody has a story. And I know each and every one of you guys have a story out there, but you know, this is my story here, and I'm just trying to get one place to another place, and it's blowing me away, man. How hard is it? But you know, the faith inside here of your chest, your God, your Savior, that dude right there, it carried me a long, long ways, man. With a lot of times when I want to drink or get drunk or fuck somebody up or something, dude, God was there, you know. I know where the repercussion is, man, when I do something stupid. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't go after my wife, and that's why I didn't go after her grandparents. That's why I didn't go after none of these people. I was in the right. They were all in the wrong. But still, it doesn't make me a right to go do right. It makes me right to go change my life and show me and show them people I can do it. When I got my license, I had people back home betting on my shit, man. I had people in AA meetings saying, "Yo, that dude don't know how to read, man. He's just a hustler, dude. He ain't gonna get nowhere." Yeah. You know, my own min stag, bro. My own min stag in AA meetings, man. People are like, you know what I mean? This guy ain't gonna make it. But you know what? When you walk into a meeting, it's all about you. Only one's going to keep you sober is you. No one else. And you know what? You can be strong, man, to stay sober, brother. And if you don't got a God or somebody in your life, it's going to be a lot worse for you. But all we got together, all we have is right now is faith, and we have this willingness to stop. Because we don't want to live like that no more. And I don't want to live like that no more. So that's why I keep going to AA. But I haven't been going, but I've been going. I've been going for 32 years. Come on. You know what I mean? Give me a break, man. You know, I walk in those AA meetings, man. I just hear people fucking screaming Bloody Murray and everything else. or poor me. You know, but right now, you know, that's not me. You know, today, me, I have a future and a goal, and I know what I want to do and go in life today, man. You know, I see millions of people in front of me, man, men, women, and men, different cultures and different species and different actions and different reactions and emotions and everything else, and it's pretty heavy out here, man. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, this town's pretty freaking clean. You know, if you're homeless, this is the town you want to be in, because they will give you a free bicycle, free clothes, free housing, and free everything. You can sleep on the beach for free if you want. You can do what you want in this town for free. It's all free, but you can't get this anywhere else. You can't go to LF, Los Angeles, New York, Long Beach, Seal Beach. Don't matter. You ain't gonna get this. This is one beach you can go park your boat on the water and live. You can't do that nowhere else on the West Coast. Okay, so there's a lot of special places why I'm here, and there's a lot of God here, a lot of beautiful land, a lot of beautiful water and birds and boats and people, and I'm a people person, and you ought to know that by now. But there's only one thing about all this mess I'm in right now is my daughter. It's my daughter and me. Don't matter who she is, what she is, or how she grew up, man. If my daughter was gay, a lesbian, going out with a black guy, Mexican dude, don't matter. I still accept you the way you are. Just like I want you to accept me the way I am. I want to be your best friend, you know, growing up. I didn't want to be your father. I want to be your father when you're fucking, you know, when you're fucking 6 months until you fucking at least, you know, 13 years old, you know, 10 years old. It don't matter, but there's got to be a point in that girl's life where she can be my best friend and we can go out there. Man, I did a lot of shit with my daughter, man. If it was roller skating or camping or coloring or bicycling, or my daughter drove my 1-ton. She was 9 years old. Stick shift 1-ton. She backed it up out there and drove it in the driveway like she drove it for 20 years. I couldn't believe it. Big old long stick in there. There's many things in my head, man. There's a lot of precious things, you know, I've been through in life, man, and I love those things. And that's all I got to remember. You know, all dad has pictures in their wallet of their kid, you know what I mean? And I have these damn pictures in my wallet I have for about, I don't know, since I left my wife, and I get no other pictures of my daughter or me since about this day. That was me and my daughter back in the day, and that's fine. But the only one I have now is this one here. It's the oldest one I had for many years, is this one here. That's the only one I had to carry in my wallet to know what my daughter looks like maybe later in life, because I tell you what, when your daughter grows up or your kid grows up, you don't know how she looks like. But this is the other picture I got from her too, and you know, that's the only ones I got. And those are the ones I kept in my wallet for all these years. And that's my baby girl. But either than that, you guys, you know what I mean? I mean, it's messed up being on the streets. It's messed up. This life is like it is. Life is shit, man. You know, but you gotta make it what you make it, man. You know what I mean? If you're hungry, you'd be looking for something to eat, and if you're thirsty, man, you'd be looking for some water to drink. You know what I mean? You gotta work, and never stop working. You gotta have that goal and just keep going and never stop. You know, because there's only one thing that's going to save you, man. This guy upstairs, and maybe you're going to give yourself a break. You know what I mean? Because let me tell yourself this. If you've been running in your damn shoes for all these years, get out of them. Stick them in front of you. Tie yourself, let somebody else get in and let them run for quite a few years. And you know in back of your mind, you always can jump back in those shoes again and go out there and run those fucking streets all you want. But until then, take those shoes off and put them out there. Believe in somebody you care about, and care about yourself, man, and just take you and go and see what happens. Because every day is different. Every day is different. It gets a lot easier. They say in the program it gets a lot easier later. The more you stay in this program, it gets easier. But let me tell you something. I don't need the program to feel this way. I had experience with something, did something with something different, and now this is me. And this is where I'm going, and what I do This is what I weep, and this is what I sow every day and I get up. I'm just glad you watch my video, because if you're watching my video, I don't know what else to say. It's like, you know, nobody cares in this world if you're not watching my video, spend this much time, 25 minutes, you know, watch my video. You know, I like to put a video out there every day or something of me, because if I don't, you know, I feel like I'm not doing something right. It's the same thing when I go to bed at night, and 2 nights I go to bed, and the 3rd night I can't sleep. And I can't sleep, and I toss and turn. You ask yourself, why? Because you didn't pray. Pray, 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 pray. And after you pray, you want to start yawning, your eyes will start watering, and you're asleep. So I know if I don't pray in a couple of days, the guy upstairs will let me know. So I have to pray the best I can. Because I'm powerless, people, places, and things. I'm powerless over them. And money, property, and prestige. I'm powerless over all those 3 things too. There's 6 things in my life I'm powerless. People, places, and things. Money, property, and prestige. I'm powerless. What do I got left? Him. Who else? Me. Who we got the show for? The world. So, thanks guys for watching my YouTube channel. I would like to be in my daughter's life. I don't want to, hey, I need money. Hey, could you buy me this? Hey, what are you doing? Don't need that. Don't want it. All I need is love. See my kid. Let her know what I think. Not about nothing about anything else, but what I think about how much time we haven't spent together, and how much time we can sit there and hold each other and never let go. And for anybody out there who's watching, I do pray for all my friends, all my close friends, and then my family, my friends, and then anybody else who is in my life. I'm not going to say it, and I won't. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do another vlog after this. I don't know what I'm doing. I just hope you guys like my video, because it's already spending 28 minutes doing all this. I think I don't know if my daughter's scared to see me, or what her reaction is. Maybe she can't not accept who I am. Maybe she can't accept where I live and what I do. Maybe that's why. And I just want to say about that, it's okay. It's okay. If I don't see you in this life, I'll see you in the afterlife. God bless you guys. God bless the people who die around us. Rest her soul. Rest in peace. My mom passed away. I called Allie one day. She had the say yeah or no to go see her grandma, and I'm glad she didn't. Hard thing to do. Grandpa gotta go with grandma. That's how it works out, man. You got 2 parents been together for 57 years. One gonna go, the other one's gonna go. goddamn laundry to go. I'm going to be out here for a very, very, very long time. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing, the button on the bottom right hand side. If you like my videos, I will log more, and you can follow if I mean anything in your life, or I inspire you, or something. Thank you guys. And I really like Maine. I really do. And I was trying to get, I called the real estate up there in Maine yesterday. And the real estate lady, I don't know if I told you this, but the real estate lady was 80 years old. She was from the yacht club in Booth Bay Harbor, Maine. They knew Don and Fran. She was a Century 21 lady out there. I got real close to her. She found out Don and Fran had a daughter and a son. It was Sonia's stepbrother. Sonia's the only kid. So I don't know. I just lost it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna rewind this one. Oh. So I talked to her, and she's like, I didn't know she had kids. I'm like, yeah, Don and Fran had kids, and I was the son-in-law, and I was married to Sonia Waterman, and you know, we had Allie, and you know, we got together and we talked for a little while, and she said Don was alone for a long time, and then he passed away, but he was a well-known couple in Maine, and I knew that. But she never knew who the hell I was. And I said, I met you a couple of years ago when I came out to Maine to the yacht club. She goes, yeah, the old yacht club used to be further down, and now you can't really know it's there anymore. I'm like, wow. She goes, there's a lot of things changed in Maine. I said, that's crazy. She has a lot of people taking advantage of her too. And I gave her my email. I got her email, so I'm going to start sending some stuff over there. I want to see if I can get some property up there. But I like Maine. It's about the place I can retire and go fishing and eat a lot of ice cream and probably open up a shop up there somewhere. So I'll probably start some business up there somewhere. I'm going to not drive truck all my life. I want to get off of that, start doing something different. But hey, my YouTube fans, thank you for watching. And I want to cut this off because I have to go to the little boy's room. And thank you for watching. Peace!